Hello, and welcome back to Exploration and Tactics with Brian. Since the last episode, I constructed lots and lots of rails. I don't remember exactly how many, but I'm just going to do another set so that the user interface comes up that shows that I have 18 coins, because I just spent coins purchasing both an anvil and iron armor crafting recipes. I haven't actually crafted any of those things, but as a result, I think probably made like a few hundred rails to build the sky rail out this way. And you can probably tell with my voice, I'm still not 100% well. I'm hoping that at least I'm to the point to where it's kind of your post cold, deep, sexy voice as opposed to feeling sick voice, so that I don't have to feel as bad about the audio for this episode. But really, some of it is just the fact that I'm impatient and I want to play more. And obviously, I did play more because I just did some building on the sky rail, but I want to do more caving and see if there's more new mobs, like that crazy skeleton, to be found. But I don't want to do those things off camera, so I want to do them on camera. So, in any case, I built the sky rail this way out into the taiga and even a bit further, but there is a stop coming up ahead, and right near the base of the stop, I believe there is a new cave system to explore. And so that's where we're going to begin our day today. That is not the stop, but right up here, this will be. And then the sky rail continues another few hundred blocks over that way, and I think we were getting close to another ocean, but I didn't get a really good look out there the last time I was there. But yeah, we would really like to find more dungeons so that we can purchase a few more of the recipes in order to progress. And yeah, along the way, it would also just be nice to continue to gather some more of the resources that I need. Ouch. Trying to make myself a little stair step down over here. Some of the resources I need in order to continue building the sky rail, but so far things are going pretty well. Alright, so it looked like there is a cave entrance right here. And now that we no longer have negative status effects, I can go sprinting through the cave and light it up. And what kind of cave is it? Of course, it's a cave that goes upwards rather than downwards. Which is not exactly what I want. I did see the creeper that I passed by at the intersection. But now that I'm able to outrun him, wasn't too worried about it. Let's go ahead and kill him. And try going the opposite direction. But this is a high enough cave system that I don't even know that I'm going to find, like, what do you call? Iron. Iron is what you call it. It's a fairly common resource in the game. You would think that I would not be forgetting these words. We'll chalk it up to still being not 100% after being under the weather for a few days, shall we? Is there any chance? Interesting. Oh! You are pointed at an angry skeleton that you can sense through the wall because you want his tasty, tasty bones. So I can use you as a homing device in order to find my way into the cave with the skeleton. I think that feature of the wolves going after the skeletons has maybe been in the game for a while, but I don't know that I've ever taken advantage of it quite like that before. And I'm still not even sure. Did like the wolf? Yep, okay. Wow, yeah. He's in here, he's wrecking guys. We found another skeleton dungeon. Awesome. Good job, wolf. Nice. That was really cool. You are a friend. Let's make it official, shall we? Hey! Alright, I officially have a friend, who I will not choose to name, because I still don't think they live very long, perhaps. Alright, we found another skeleton dungeon. Skeleton dungeons are nice, and so I am going to take a screenshot of the coordinates, just in case I want them. And in these chests, we will find lots more emeralds, and the emeralds will give us coins, and with the coins, we'll be able to purchase more upgrades once again. So we're up to 438 coins. And at this point, things get interesting, because I could buy the next recipe, which would be a bow. Although at this point, I left it at home. I actually have a couple of bows from skeleton drops, and so I'm not really hard up for the bow. But the other thing we can do is buy a loot chest. In dungeons, normally you would get kind of, random crazy loot. And I made a loot table for loot chests that I could purchase. I don't remember exactly the details of what's in there, but I think enchanted books. And now that I could craft an anvil, that could be an interesting thing to do. But moving up the recipes in order to get towards getting a bucket and a shield and things like that could also be useful. But to mix things up, let's buy a loot chest. So, if I click on this, it gives me a loot chest that says loots. And I guess, since it seemed like this cave system wasn't really going anywhere, now might be a good time to just head back home and we can put down the loot chest and see what's in it, because I don't really remember. That's one of the, I don't know if you could exactly call it an advantage of me having kind of like programmed up all the details of this months ago, back when I was thinking about doing it for 1.10 and then decided to wait until 1.11, is that not only are there the surprises in the game, but there's also the surprises that I set up. Now, here's something interesting. I have a wolf friend here. I guess I can leave him seated here. I don't think then he'll teleport to me if I go hop on the rails. Honestly, I don't know if and how much the wolf AI has changed in the last few years, and so I'm not exactly sure how to guess how he's going to behave. So we'll just kind of watch and see. But I'm going to ride this back, and we'll set down the chest and see what's inside. Back at home, actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and add 1 to our count of skeleton dungeons. So at this point, I found 3 skeleton dungeons and 4 zombie dungeons, assuming that I have been counting correctly. But let's... where do I want to put this? I don't have a great storage system kind of organized right now. Let's try putting it over here. And, ooh, holy crap. There's a lot of good stuff in this. Gold and iron. The gold is actually really valuable to me because I've been really short. I think I'm out of powered rails, probably. Yeah, the iron for the normal rails has been easy to get, but I haven't had much in the way of powered rails. And look at this. A stone pickaxe with silk touch. Couple of diamonds. I think I'm up to 6 diamonds from the caving that I've done. So that's minorly good. And then Unbreaking 3, that's kind of nice. And Feather Falling 3 is kind of nice. And I could actually start making some armor at this point. So perhaps I should make some iron and diamond boots. And no, I can't make diamond armor at this point because I don't know the recipe yet. That's one of the recipes that we will have to buy. Yeah, 2 more recipes from now. After the bow, we could purchase diamond armor recipes. Okay, but that was pretty nice. Let me sleep away the night. Along the way, when I was riding back from the sky rail, I saw another promising-looking cave system, and so I think we'll head over there next. And given that I do have enough iron to make the anvil, and I'm currently sitting on 37 levels, probably also makes sense to go ahead and craft the anvil, and go ahead and put the... yeah, I think let's use the Feather Falling 3 book on some boots, which probably won't cost very much, but at least it'll use some levels, 3 levels. Alright, and then I guess I have the ability to craft the rest of a set of iron armor, and so I guess I might as well. I chose to make the armor recipes as kind of like, you couldn't craft any of it, and then after you purchase it, you can craft all of it, so it's kind of like buying 4 recipes at once. But this will give me another way to spend my iron, and so I will go ahead and choose to do that, and we will see if this starts making me really reckless and foolish. And while I was back at home, I also chose to grab a bow and a stack of arrows, so for the first time, we are substantially strong when it comes to trying to fight mobs, but this is the cave system that I saw from the sky rail when I was riding back. It looked like down in this direction it was kind of headed. Hello. I don't have this in my usual slot. How do I want to do this? Let's try it like this. Hello, skeleton. I'm trying to practice using the bow, but it will take a little bit of time to get back in practice since I haven't had one. Wow. There is another dungeon. Alright, that's quite lucky. Let's back off for just a second, because I could afford to eat some food. And let's take advantage of the arrows that we've just chosen to start spending. I took a full stack. I think I only have 17 other arrows that I left at home, and so arrows are still a somewhat precious resource. And so I'm probably wasting them a little bit here, but it's good to try to get back into the swing of things of using a bow. I'd forgotten just how weak a non-power bow can be. Alright, I might be spawning the spawn or whatever it is. So let's do this. I think that was a skeleton spawner. Oops. We'll take a better look in just a moment. And, oh, okay. I was like, I hear other footsteps. It was a second creeper around the corner. Alright, that's fine. Great. No one can sneak up behind me because that's lit and it's still daytime. See another creeper, it looks like, and a spider. These guys I can probably handle melee. So let us do so. Or we could do that. That'll work too. There were a lot of enemies in this small area, it feels like. Obviously some of the skeletons could have spawned from the spawner. But it seemed rather densely packed with random mob spawns in here as well. And there's actually still more. Yeah, wow. So I don't know if this is like the only cave in this section, or what. What is causing the spawn rate to be so high right here? Okay, but I think things are sufficiently well lit. I know there's a skeleton over there somewhere, but let's take a look at exactly what we had here. Sure enough, another skeleton dungeon. I've been really lucky with skeletons. I will take a screenshot of the coordinates, and we will get a whole lot more emeralds once again. And so we bought the loot chest last time, so I think this time let's buy the next recipe. You'll notice that the prices keep going up. Because I think it was... Oh, does it go back? Interesting. It was 400 last time, but it goes back even like back in time and changes the text that appears or whatever. And so now it's 410 if I want to buy the next recipe, which is what I want to do. So we will unlock the recipe for a bow. So I will be able to craft my own bows rather than having to rely on skeleton drops, which seems like a fair trade-off at this point since I did farm some skeletons from a skeleton spawner earlier, and that's one of the ways that I have the bows that I have now. There's this crazy guy. Make your noises. Yeah. I'm glad that they have the new zombie villager noises. I'm saying new. For all I know, that could be something that was added in 1.10. Oh gosh, there's another one here. The dungeon spawn rate should only be, I think, about 3 times the normal rate. And so I've been very lucky already today in terms of the dungeon rate. Because I actually did a substantial amount of playtesting back in 1.9, back when I originally was having some of these ideas that would eventually turn into the series of exploration and tactics, and I was trying to figure out what a good dungeon rate to use would be for me to earn the currency to get out of the status effects and different things. And yeah, I settled in on this dungeon rate, but I did not have nearly this much luck in a short stretch any of the times that I was testing. Okay, this one only has 1 chest. It's a zombie dungeon. So we're adding a zombie and a skeleton once we get back home, and we will get yet more emeralds. I don't think this will be enough coins. Yeah, 288. We need at least 360 to buy a loot chest, or more to do something else. Looks like this is about to dead end, so let's go ahead and follow it to the end. And I forgot if there were still other directions to go in this cave system. I think there probably are. Let me reacquaint myself with my surroundings. I guess that might have been it, actually. So this is another cave system that really just kind of stayed on the surface as opposed to heading downwards anywhere. Alright, but that was some bountiful... Oh, no, it goes over in this direction, too. Maybe this will go somewhere. Hello, spider. I've been hoping that a zombie would drop me a carrot, because there are still a number of bunny rabbits in the ice plains and other biomes that I am near. as well as some pigs over in the taiga. And so if I had some carrots, I could breed those animals in order to have a better food source than the bread that I'm using right now. But as of yet, that opportunity is not available to me, and I haven't seen any cows or sheep or anything that I could breed with the wheat. And while I'm back at home, I will add 1 to the count of each of those dungeons. It's still really odd that we haven't seen a spider dungeon yet. That's an igloo over there, isn't it? I had not noticed that before. Is there a good way to get out there from here? I could probably jump down into the water over here. Yeah, I could just leave the minecart on the rail. I have gone back and forth this way as I've been building the sky rail a number of times. But most of the time that I've been building, a lot of it's been at night. And so I don't think I ever just kind of noticed the igloo shape right over there. I do have feather falling 3 on the boots, although that's a pretty large fall, so I'm not sure that that would have cushioned me. I have found an igloo once during a bingo playthrough, and it did have, there's like a secret room that appears under some igloos. That said, for all I know, they could have made some changes to the igloos in more recent updates. And is this one... Ooh, it's like over next to... Ooh, big ravine. Let's quickly, while we're here, I'm gonna put down a torch for no good reason. I just want to glance around and see if I see a dungeon hiding in the wall anywhere, but I do not. Alright, so let's go check out the igloo and see if it appears to have the secret room or not. I think perhaps not. Okay, there's a bed, there's a furnace with nothing in it. And then, yeah, I think it would be like in the back of the carpeted floor sometimes. There's a ladder that goes down to a secret room below it. But it doesn't appear to be here. And do I want to carry around these carpets? Probably not. Is there anything else here that I want? I'm not going to sleep here, so I guess I could take the bed along with me, and I might want to use that at some point. And yeah, honestly, I guess these things are useful items as well. So it hadn't really occurred to me that these could be interesting to look out for in this biome. But that's pretty cool. My plan is to go out. I'm going to show you guys the end of the sky rail because you guys haven't seen out that far, and I don't even remember exactly what's out there. But I'm going to drop off some inventory, and I'll be right back. Catching back up to the minecart that we hopped out of when we saw the igloo over there. I did some housekeeping at home, and so I've got some powered rails on me. I'm bringing the bed along because it will be turning nighttime shortly. And I have ladders and gravel so that we can get down from the edge of the sky rail over here on the other side. But yeah, let's see. We just went down... Right, we just went down right here. And so this is where we found the first shallow cave system and the first spawner of the day. And then I wanted to add a powered rail here. And I actually don't have cobble for it. Alright, we'll need to power that rail at some point. And then I don't recall, I think I have some powered rails here, but not all of them. But I also, yeah, okay. I guess I haven't placed probably any of them, actually. So the way that the system that I've been using is every 10 blocks I put a torch, and every 30 blocks I put another powered rail. There are some powered rails out here, so I don't remember exactly where they run out. But while I've been building it, I've mostly been staring at my feet, and so I really haven't taken a look kind of off to the side to see if there's any other biomes in view. This is also the first exploration and tactics season in probably since they came out with customized world settings where you could change the biome size. I played in a large biome world when they first added that feature a long time ago. This is a normal biome size world. Most of the worlds that I've played in, it looks like there might be a ravine over there. Most of the worlds that I've played in for exploration and tactics more recently have been biome size 3 rather than 4. So everything is kind of like half as large to get across a biome. And so I've forgotten just how large biomes can be. But yes, it seems like we might be getting to another ocean over here. There's another place where I can power up another powered rail. And I guess since the sun is going down out here, this is probably also just a good place to set up a little place for a bed. And so let me set the bed down and sleep in it for just a moment. I slept in the bed. I have placed a pillar of gravel. I had some delicious zombie flesh for breakfast. And now let's try a ladder drop in order to get down here. Okay. Oh, no. Right. Ladder drops. I forgot about the thing that you can't place a ladder if you're, like, standing too close anymore. I think... Yeah, I definitely died from a ladder drop. Upon respawning... Oh, you discover you've lost all your coins. I forgot about that penalty. Oh, no. I had 288 coins, and now they're gone. Oh, I feel really foolish now.